Kelly. Welcome to Workouts on Demand. This is Killer Abs. You won't need any equipment for today's workout except for a mat or a towel. Let's get started. All right, we have 5 planks in today's workout. The first is 20 seconds, then we have 3 30-second planks, and we'll finish off with 1 45-second plank. Let's get into our first plank, 20 seconds. You can choose to be on your hands or your elbows, your knees or your toes. This one is 20 seconds starting now. So reaching out through the top of the head, we're reaching out through the bottoms of the feet or through the knees. We're pulling that belly up into the spine, keeping the front of the ribs in line with the front of the hips, in line with the front of the belly button, in line with the front of the knees. So we have 1 more second here. Let's release, take it down, swing those legs around in front. We'll start off with some crunches. Hands behind the legs, rolling ourselves down, and then we'll transition those hands back behind the head. Adjusting the feet so that the hips are comfortable. We're in a neutral position. Hips are like flat against the floor with a nice flat sacrum. Just a tiny little space in the low back, and then ribs are nice and flat. We'll start off with slow crunches. We'll take it up to tempo, and then we'll speed it up to pulse. So let's exhale up for 2. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Nice and slow. We're not pulling with our arms. They're just there to support the weight of the head. 4 more like this. Slow crunch to the center, releasing down. Keeping those hips in neutral the whole time. 2. And 1 more. Let's take this up to tempo. So it's up and down. Exhale, inhale. Nice control. Long neck, top of the head reaching out away from the tailbone. Pulse it up right here so we're staying high. Tiny pulses from there. Let's go for 8 more here. 4, 3, 2, side to side. So side and center. Slow other side and center. Alternating twists, squeezing through the waist. Exhaling as we come up, inhaling as we come down. Crunch and squeeze. Trying to keep those hips from moving around if we can. Last time slow, we're gonna take this up to tempo, side to side. So it's twist, center, twist, center. Elbows stay wide. Imagine shoulders for the opposite knee. Good. Back to pulse. 1 side at a time. It's 4, 3, 2, and switch. Pulse. 4, 3, 2. Tempo center. Take it up and down. We're just going to wiggle our feet up into a tabletop position. So we want our knees on top of our hips. We want our shins parallel to the floor. Let's start this slow. Up for 2, down for 2. Exhale, inhale, up and down. Strong core, reaching through the top of the head. Balancing on our hips is a little more difficult than having our feet on the floor. So feel free to take those feet down at any point in time if you need. We've got 1 more slow here, and we're gonna take this up to tempo. So when you're ready, lift and lower. Keep breathing. Exhale, inhale. As we start to get tired, our knees wanna creep into the belly, so keep them right in that tabletop position. And pulse it up. We've got 16 of these pulses. Now our next challenge will be keeping our knees in the air as we take this side to side, moving towards bicycles. So let's start slow sides. Twist, release. Opposite side, twist, release. Feel free to stay right here if this is comfortable but challenging. If you need a little bit more, add the extension. Bicycle out, come back to center. Bicycle reach, back to center. Reaching along all the way from the top of the head out through the foot. We have 4 more of these before we speed it up to tempo. 3, 2, and last one here. Let's get ready to take this up to tempo. Crisscross, side to side, side to side. Starting to fatigue here in those belly muscles. We have just one more little burst of energy. Take it as fast as we can. Twist, 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 twist. Almost there. Just give me 8 more. It's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing back to center. Take the arms up overhead. Stretch that belly out. And exhale, roll it up, hold onto the thighs here for support. We have our second plank. This time, we're gonna reach one leg at a time off the floor. So let's get into that plank position. This one is 30 seconds long, starting now. Reach that front leg off the floor. We have 15 seconds with this leg, then we'll switch to the other leg for 15 seconds. All right, switch those feet. 15 down, 15 to go, already halfway there. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down, release the knees, come all the way onto that belly. Let's reach forehead to fingertips, legs nice and long. Starting off with the upper back. Exhale, reach and lower. Reach and lower. A couple more here. The back is an important part of our core musculature and it assists with our abs. We want to make sure that the back is strong because it is a complementary muscle group to the front. Release the hands, just the feet come up and lower. So we're pressing our hips into the floor here, trying to get those toes to touch the back wall. One more, and we're gonna put it all together. So upper and lower body, reach and lower. Reach and lower, just 2 more here. These are small movements. Option to make it bigger, we'll reach the arms. Right arm, left leg, and lower. Left arm, right leg, and lower. Continuing to alternate side to side, reaching through our fingertips, reaching through our toes. So try to grab that wall in front of you, grab the wall behind you at the same time. Really, this is about lengthening. We're growing taller with every Superman. And if you'd like, we'll take it all together. Both arms, both legs. Reach and lower. Just 3 more here. Option to hold an isometric contraction or to swim this out. So let's stay right up here and hold, or swim, swim, swim. Paddle those hands, paddle those toes. Steady torso, strong arms and legs. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Press back to child's pose. Stretch out that back. We have 2 planks down, 3 to go. Our next 2 are 30-second side planks in succession. So when you're ready, let's take it to one side. Hand or elbow, knee or foot. We can stay here on the knee or come up to the toes. 30 seconds. Reaching up. Trying to keep the elbow or the wrist right underneath the shoulder. Shoulders stacked, chest open. Using that bottom side abdominal wall to pull up to the ceiling. Almost there, just 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, Let's take it right over into the other side. Same setup that you had on the other side so that we can promote stability and balance from side to side. Already 5 seconds in. So you have the option here, if you're on your toes, feet can be staggered like mine are right now, or we can stack one foot on top of the other. Totally up to you. It's a little bit more challenging for balance with your feet stacked than when they're staggered. So you can choose every day. Maybe you want to try a different position, figure out what works best for you. We have 3 more seconds, and let's release. Finishing off with some bridge work. Let's roll ourselves down once again, feet hip distance apart. Hands are going to stay by our sides this time so that we have support on the floor. Make sure those feet are underneath the knees, and we'll start off pressing up for 2, down for 2. Reach, release. So while our bridges definitely work our abdominals, they also work our glutes and our hamstrings and our inner and outer thighs. And these are all muscles that work together in the core. So they're all synergistic, they all help each other out. We'll take 2 more of these slow bridges, and then we'll pick this up to tempo, and then we'll pull, just like with our crutches. So let's tempo, up, down, down. Nice long spine. Notice that the abs have to work hard just to keep a straight line from the hip to the ribs. We'll take 2 more here, and then pulse it up. Tiny pulses, lifting, squeezing. So our feet are in parallel here. We'll take 1 set with our feet wide, like a plie, and then we'll take 1 set with our feet narrow, like a pigeon. So let's slow it down, feet out, up, and down. Nice, slow movement. Up for 2, down for 2. Notice that when our heels are together and our toes are apart, this is squeezing our outer thighs more. We're working through our glutes. So we'll take our inner thighs next. 1 more here. Let's take it up to tempo. Lift and lower. Belly is still in strong. Keep thinking about scooping out that low abdominal cavity. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Pulse it up. Tiny movements. Squeeze those glutes together. Little bonus work for that booty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Heels apart. Toes together. Starting nice and slow, just like before. This is our last set. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Let's do 4 more. If your knees touch, that's fine. In fact, that is a sign that your inner thighs are working really hard. So keep it strong here. 1 more. And let's take it up to tempo. Up and down. Up and down. Good. We got just 4 more. We'll finish out these pulses, and then we'll get off of our bridges and finish with our last plank. Pulse it up. Nice and strong. Squeezing glutes, squeezing inner thighs. This is it. Burn out. 8 more. 6 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing it down. Let's roll it up using our elbows, using our hands. Finishing off with our 45-second plank, taking it all home. Now that our glutes and our hamstrings and our back muscles are fatigued, our abs are really going to have to take over. So let's finish this one as strong as we can. I'm going to do this one on my elbows. You can do it on your hands or your elbows, knees, or toes. 45 seconds is on the clock, starting here. Reach through the top of the head. Reach through those feet. Reach through those knees. Reach through those hips. Make sure you're not dipping down. Make sure you're not sticking those glutes up in the air. We want to be long. Belly is pulling into the spine, up to the ceiling. We're halfway there already. See, that was easy, easy, easy. Now we just have a couple more seconds to go. Keep it strong. Last 15. You can do this. Keep breathing. Breathe through those tremors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down all the way onto the belly. Let's give our quads a quick stretch here, reaching back for one ankle, pulling that heel into the glutes. Quads are connected to hip flexors, which are connected to abs. Switch to the other side here. So we want to make sure we give them a quick stretch because they help us out so much. Good, release it here. Let's press into a child's pose. Lengthen the spine. Stretch out that back. Release the shoulders. Round the upper neck. And let's come into hands and knees. Cat stretch, spine stretch. One more time. Inhale through. Cow stretch. Oh, open up those abdominals. Sticking the tail up to the ceiling. Rounding one more time for the spine. And let's come back to neutral. Stepping one foot forward. Let's open up through the hip flexor. So try to find as much length here in this muscle group that connects the thigh to the torso. Pressing our hips forward. And then we'll walk our hands back, open up the hamstrings here so we're feeling that length from the muscles we worked with our bridge. And let's switch our feet, starting with our hip flexors, making sure we stretch after all of our workouts so we can maintain our flexibility and our range of motion. Let's switch it back here, which is so important for maintaining an active lifestyle throughout the entire lifespan. So take care of your body. And let's finish up coming back into a seated position, stretching the inner and outer thighs. So let's bring our heels together, reaching the belly button forward, nice deep butterfly. If you'd like, use the elbows to press those knees even deeper into the floor. Feel the inner thighs open up. As I mentioned earlier, our inner thighs are connected to our pelvic floor muscles, so these are important muscles to stretch for the legs and for the belly muscles. Let's take it up here. We'll take one of those legs forward, cross, and twist, stretching the outer thighs and the glutes and the hips. Make sure that opposite leg is still extended so that the knee and the toe point straight up to the ceiling. And release. Nice tall spine. Stretching not only through the outer thighs and the glutes, but also through the side of the waist. And let's take it back to center. One last deep breath. Exhale, release it out. Thanks so much for working out with me today. I'm Kelly for Workouts on Demand. Have a great day.